the law of legacy. The law of legacy says that a leader's lasting value is measured by succession. Who are you able to pass the torch to? We're about to get a little dark here. As sure as we're sitting here, Stacy was like, what? What kind of training is this? As sure as we are sitting here living, we are also simultaneously dying. And the reality of the world is that we didn't come here to stay, right? None of us are here to stay. Jessica's grandmama trying to. She's 105 years old. She ain't going nowhere, right? But at a point, we're going to have an end to this thing we call life. And legacy is really about, at the end of that, we're going to have this one sentence that people are going to say. You ever been to a funeral and heard people talk about the recently departed? There's typically a theme, right? At my mother's funeral, I heard a whole bunch of times, oh, she was my best friend. She was my best friend, like 30 times. I was like, dang, why everybody think she a friend? She only had one best friend. That was me, duh. But we will all have that one sentence. And if you've been to a funeral, you know that theme. But the thing is that most of the time we stumble upon that. We're not real intentional about it. So we have to really pick that sentence that we want to have right now. Because the truth of the matter is, the only thing that walks back from the tomb with the mourners and refuses to be buried is the character of the man. This is true. What a man is survives him. It can never be buried. Basically what that says is there's no do-overs. There's no, wow, that's what people are saying at my funeral? I want to go back and correct that. So when it comes to developing your leadership legacy, here's some things you can do. One, decide what do you want your legacy to be? When it's time for you to leave your position, your department, this company, when it's time for you to leave, what do you want people to say about you? When it's time for you to leave and depart this life, then decide, is there anything you need to change right now so that becomes your sentence? Because some of us have a little correcting to do, right? A little fine tweaking to get to where we want to. And then who will you invest in to carry on your legacy? Because leadership is about influence. And if there's nobody following you, if you profess to be a leader, there's nobody following you, you're just taking a walk. All right, got a couple questions for you. How are you investing in yourself? What are you doing at this current moment to invest in yourself? One of the things you can say is, hey, you know what? I show up to things like this. Try to read, I meditate in the morning, I do whatever. How are you investing in your team? Because it's not enough for you to come to stuff like this, right? You need to go back and share it with your team. There's a reason you were picked to participate in this. So how are you investing in your team? How that you have because you developed yourself as a leader? And then how can we help?